Hey dudes and dudettes, Cyclone here. Before I start this video, I'd like to make a disclaimer to everyone. I don't take no sides on neither what's going on in the war in the Middle East, whether it's for Palestine or Israel. I just wanted to make something clear. I've always been neutral on the subject. I'm just getting tired of these people, these double standard people going after celebrities, voice actors, or anybody to push for their narrative. I'm gonna say this here. We, content creators, are not your mouthpiece. We are not gonna be doing that. Let me just make that one thing clear. But overall, if you guys just came here to come here to circle jerk for the Palestine, I'm gonna say you'll be gladly disappointed because I am not one of those people. I'm not a sellout. I'm not a grift. So if you expect me to fucking do that, well, I'm sorry. Find somebody else. If you really do not like if you really feel if you have those strong feelings for Palestine, go enlist. That's all I have to say. Because a lot of us are sick of you people. That's all I have to say. I'm Cyclone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace. Alright. Hey, Donnie. So, yeah, I'm just doing a video about this one little topic here I wanted to cover for a while because I haven't had a chance to do it because I've been busy. But after this stream, we're gonna stream a different game after this, so I hope you'll be ready for that. But anyway, we are live. Hey everyone, I'm Cyclone. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a bit. Just give me a second. So, because it's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever, and you'll see in a bit, because I will explain everything. But anyway, hey everyone, I'm Cyclone. I haven't used this model in a long time, but we're back with something really stupid that happened recently, like 4 days ago. So apparently, one of my favorite voice actors, by the way, as a kid, because I grew up with this voice actor back in the early 2000s. Well, I actually grew up with I always forget his name. It was the voice actor who voiced Eggman in the Sonic Adventure series. I did grow up with that voice, but let me see. Let me say his name right, because like I know. Let me see, Sonic Adventure, Eggman's voice. Hold on. Yeah, I know I should have got prepared for this, but yeah, so you'll see. Hang on, give me a second. So originally, there was actually other voices of Eggman who voiced him before, and there was one that was called days, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, apparently, my Pollock got into a controversy because he said he wanted the war to end. And that was it. I'm not kidding. So this has to do about the stupid Middle East stuff. But before I actually continue, if I can't find the voice, I'm gonna be so mad right now. Alright. Forget it. You know what? I'll probably put it in I'll probably put it in the video when it gets uploaded to YouTube. But anyway, so apparently my Pollock, the voice actor Eggman, the voice actor I grew up with during the Sonic X heydays, is getting canceled because he said something that Twitter disagrees. He got controversy for wanting the war to stop. Yes. I kid you not. You can read it right here, and it's even in the video too that he even stated this. But he says right here, a moving tribute to Israel hostages by my pal Hashi Wallfish. Until we can peacefully coexist, music is the universal language. And this is what really got canceled, because apparently, so like I don't know if it was like a day after or something like that, he was actually talking to his fans on a stream. I'm not gonna show all the stream because it's like a very hour long and we'll be here all night, which I'm not gonna do that, and I will not waste your time. So I do have the stuff right here in my bookmark right here to show every single thing right now because it's so ridiculous. It's so stupid. Yeah, and Speeding Up Mania is a freaking coward because he had to get his wife to talk over him. It's so pathetic. Because he had to get his wife Jaylee, what's her name? What was her name? Yeah, Haley Hayes. Yeah, this woman right here was the thing that people kept thinking they roasted Mike Pollock, which is so stupid. So I'll show you right here. I'm only gonna show this part, but that's about it.
Speeding in the Mania. Speeding in the Mania. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. It's a 7-second delay joke. We don't even have one here.
Can you hear it, Donnie? The video? Just want to make sure. Can you hear it? Just want to make sure that it's working good before I continue. Okay, good.
You're waiting patiently. We're being quiet. We're not giving you a 10-second countdown just yet. Speeding the Mania. Can you make some sound? Blink
Hello?
once. Hello. There you are.
Hi. So I'm also like a content creator in a way, but that's neither here nor there. It's just that
Cool.
just you can get my view that I'm very in the community as well.
That works.
So I think
Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention about this. People actually thought he was hacked, by the way. That's why it says, have I been hacked? This is a thing I forgot to bring up. So apparently, before I start this, he, originally, people thought he was being hacked because he was been saying things that they thought he was outlandish, but he was being serious about this. But yeah, it's really stupid.
I think that the main problem that I have, there's two people here, so there's another person who wants to talk to you, who's more well versed in this. But as for my side, my main question would be like, I think it's good that you work for Sega, not necessarily Nintendo, because their ninjas are real. But I think my main thing was not necessarily, I don't think the circumcision joke was necessarily bad taste for a joke normally anywhere else, but I think it's not even just the circumstance at hand, talking about Israel or Palestine or anything like that. I just think that the minors are usually a lot of Sonic fans, minors, children, and to be making that joke not just so they can see it, but it could even be at one of them. And I think that's something that Sega wouldn't necessarily look at lightly if they think any way of Nintendo. I don't necessarily think it's the original post that would be their problem, like you say, but I think that one kind of lined up that way when...
Actually, that's a lie. They actually did take offense to the post, and I don't care what he says, because I'm going to show you proof he did take offense to the post after this video.
There are minors and children heavily involved, especially if that could be pointed towards them, if one of those children or minors or the person who made the original comment, and then the response be to that, to talk about genitalia. I don't think is something Sega would necessarily react well to. I just kind of wonder what your response would be to that.
Valid point, but I would counter that there is no obvious way to tell a person's age.
Exactly. It's always think of the children argument. They always pull this crap. And it's like, do they even know that Sega has adult fandoms too? Like, that's the thing, like the Yakuza and everything. What did they do? I don't know where that came from, and I really don't know. I think he was talking to one of those other people that it's one of the other thing in the stream, but I am not going to show it because you can watch it if you want to for context, but all you need to know, it's not worth watching. All the people that were talking there were so cringe to listen to. Let's just say that. It was so cringe. And apparently he does the Eggman snarkiness, I guess, but it's so stupid.
Without digging a little more deeply into people's profiles. So, and I will also point out that you're not supposed to be on Twitter until you're 13. At which point you should know what words are. But valid point.
Still a minor.
I'll counter it. Yes, still a minor, but even so, kids, for example, sorry minors if you're listening, but if you're circumcised, you probably are already aware of what that is. But that only applies to a certain fragment of the population.
It's just like, I just think like Sega themselves would be like the ones to not want to look at it. But that's just kind of my thing. I just want to get out there because I was just kind of, just make that kind of like. But this
if
is
they
the other
ask,
person,
if they ask, I will justify it with the way I've justified it here. But sure, if it's 2 against 1, let's hear number 2. Number 2 in our playbook, but number 1 in our hearts. Please.
Hi, his wife.
Hi.
So
I'm gonna say this here. I gotta say this. What kind of man lets their woman speak for him? That is the one question I have. It's like, okay, like seriously, if you take offense to the tweet, you're a pussy, dude. And by the way, I'll show you what this guy looks like. He so much looks like a cuck. But you're a cuck if you let your wife like talk over for you. It's pathetic.
So I think what he's trying to articulate here more so is that you have a very young fan base, and that's something that you're aware of. So I think he feels, and a lot of people feel, that it's probably just not an appropriate comment to make knowing that you have a young fan base. But all of that aside, I do see what you mean about stating that the initial comment isn't something that should be controversial, and overall it shouldn't. But considering that people have followed it up with asking about you to make statements on, let's say, the Palestinian hostages, which there are, as you know, or as many people know, many of, you replied to it by stating as if it's not something you really had to do because you're not.
The order no pickles energy. Exactly, it's that energy. It's like, you had to get your wife to talk about this, like, seriously? So freaking pathetic. But you know, that's not even the worst part, because this woman contradicts herself because she tries to act like she's speaking both sides about this, but I'll show you.
Not a political activist, and that it's okay for you to make statements about the Jewish hostages because...
Okay, for the record, the reason why he did this, if you didn't know, Mike Pollock is actually Jewish, and it's understandable why he's concerned and why he said the thing he said. He's not trying to be like saying that, oh, Palestinians should die or anything. He didn't say that. Yeah, for the record, if you didn't know, Mike Pollock is actually Jewish. That's the main reason why he said that. And it's like, it's so weird how these people are reacting to this.
That's a humanitarian aspect. See, I don't see the difference between the Palestinian hostages and the Jewish hostages as humanitarian versus political, because political, this would be something more like legislation on taxes. Now, there's a lot of genocide going on and a lot of death occurring on the side of the Palestinians.
Yeah, as opposed to Israel as well, but you don't care about that because you act like you pretend to care. This is like the thing I don't like about this woman. Oh my god, because, by the way, she tries to act like she speaks for both sides. She doesn't. She's a grift. She's an absolute grift.
And has been for a long time, even prior to October 7th, to be quite frank with you. It's just exploded and become much worse in recent times. So I think the issue...
There's a lot of death and war? No shit, Sherlock. Exactly! Oh my god, it's like these people... I really do not like these pro-Palestine motherfuckers. They always act like they're smart about anything.
The issue here is that whenever you try to divert a little bit by stating that it's political, but in reality, that's a humanitarian crisis. These are lives that are being lost. This isn't a matter of opinion of colors. This is a matter of human life. This is humanitarian issues on both sides, not just the Jewish side. So I think that's where people are a little concerned by some of these comments. And I think another...
Oh, okay, so he can't have his own side opinions? Okay, so it's okay for you guys to have your opinions, but it's not okay for Mike Pollock. And for the record, just let me tell you something right here. She does not... I want to show you the proof. I want to show you the proof right here. So, Haley, the stupid wife of this cuck right here, I'm going to show you something. This is her likes right here. And this is her response to right here. She is disgusting. Right here. This is the woman that was talking right here. Anytime. I'm just glad I was able to articulate what a lot of us were thinking of the concern about. My heart goes to all the Palestinians during this time. So, she does not care. Her argument is people die and they're killed. Exactly. That's her argument. And it's so funny that she wants to talk about, like, you know, like she's trying to act like it's both sides in this, when it's so funny that she could say her side right here, but when it comes to Mike Pollock, oh, he's not allowed to have his opinion. It's so ridiculous how these people think. Like, seriously.
The issue is just... For instance, when you said people would say free Palestine, you looked at it as anti-Semitism. And that's really, there's nothing anti-Semitic in that. There are Jewish...
Actually, it is. A lot of you people are so dumb, but of course, you missed the point. Opinions only matter when it matches with mine. Exactly. Honestly, both sides of it doesn't matter what side it is. I mean, it's anti-Semitic no matter where you look at it, lady. But, of course, you wouldn't see that, but...
Professors standing with these pro-Palestine protesters and students that feel that this is being misconstrued, and they are also standing with their students, and you could see that reported as...
Yeah, good for them. I'm just gonna say this, that's like a mouse trying to support a mousetrap, but whatever.
Recently as today. So I just don't really see why it was an issue from the beginning not to just acknowledge that there were also Palestinian hostages, which I see you somewhat doing a little bit in this recent conversation, but I feel like...
Okay, so what? So he actually acknowledged it, so what's the big problem here, lady? Of course, I'm like I said, again, you showed your true colors in that freaking comment I showed right there, but obviously you don't care.
I feel like, and then you've made a lot of really distasteful jokes, like hostage jokes, to some of the people who have even spoke to you in this.
If you want to watch it, you can watch it yourself. That those chats were really cringe, if anything. But honestly, I don't really care about his jokes. He's playing an act of a character. I feel bad for Jim because no matter what he says, she isn't gonna like it. I feel bad for him. It's like, exactly. But you know the best part about this? I'll get to that in a bit. But like, it's so stupid how these people act.
Live chat, and just considering people are dying on both sides, and especially on the side of the Palestinians.
Yeah, you're very biased, lady. Just shut the hell up and just take the L. You got exposed. You're a fucking grift.
I just feel that there's a lot of people that have distaste right now for what you've been saying. And I think it's pretty rationalized. And when people are asking you what you think Sega's going to feel about this, or the employers or whoever it is that's in charge of this, you say, well, they'll look back to my initial comment. Well, aren't you concerned about what...
Yeah, the woman in her barely disguise bias. I know, they barely disguise it. Like, she is so biased. Like, she acts like she cares about both sides. She does not care about both sides. She just acts like she pretends to be like, oh, I'm speaking both sides, so you can't criticize me. Like, honey, you got exposed on Twitter 4K.
They're gonna see as the follow-ups about some of the statements you've made afterwards, not necessarily just the initial comment.
They know me better than you do, with all due respect.
Exactly.
They have dealt with me in person. They know that I'm generally snarky. They know that there is no evil intention behind it. They know that it's all in good humor. They know me. I have that going for me. That may not be a defense. That may not be any kind of insurance. But that's a fact. I work with these people. When I work with them, I work with them directly. I see them in person. You don't know me. You know the public persona that you see on Twitter. That is not representative.
And I agree with that, and I think that's great for you, but they also have a business to run, and this is highly controversial, and you do sort of...
I swear to God, lady, I swear to God, Haley, if you get this guy fired, I hope you lose your job too, honey. I'm sorry, but you're disgusting. Like, no, you're trash.
To represent them in some way by your statements. Aren't you concerned that they might be a liability?
As my bio states, my opinions are my own. They do not represent those of any of the employers, and I'm a freelancer and I work with a lot of clients. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of any of my clients. There's not enough room in a bio to say that, but that's what my opinions are my own means. Lots of people have that same statement. So no.
You can say that, but when it comes down to it, you do somewhat represent them. There's a lot of companies that
and just like you represent for the Palestine side. So who are you to talk, honey? Seriously, who are you to talk? One of these days, honey, I swear to God, karma's gonna get you back. And don't act like you're gonna get away with this. Because everyone sees you.
Have some sort of backlash when their employees say things that might be controversial or inappropriate or offensive to an entire community that is facing genocide, to be honest with you. So I'm glad you feel comfortable.
As opposed to Israel. I mean, they're both, war is war. War is bad. I mean, I don't take no sides on this war, but all I'm saying is I'm making a point about your double standards here, lady. Both sides are dealing with genocide. What's your point?
With that, but I do see this as a problem, and I would personally be careful how you're stating things.
Same goes to you, lady, because I swear to God, because nowadays jobs are cracking down on people like you.
I think he took us off. Oh, no.
honestly don't know what happened here. I don't know. There is no Israel in Bay Sensei. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know what happened here. I don't know. I think there was like a technical difficulty here. But all I want to say about this lady, you better follow your statements too, because when people find out about you, your child finds out about you, everyone's gonna laugh at you, lady. You're disgusting. But that is like not the only thing I want to cover, because like there's another video right here. Because the video doesn't end there, but I'm not gonna show the whole thing right here. But so apparently my Pollock does address the situation on this video.
Expressing your opinion, but
Alright, so I'm gonna show you this video right here. So he does address the thing right here.
It's really, I mean, there's a lot of questions right now.
One would hope.
I guess, well, a lot of people are questioning, but I guess the main question that I have is, are you going to release a statement about the Palestinian hostages?
No, because I'm apolitical that way. I'm a Jew. I'm surrounded by Jews. I have Jewish friends.
So this is the thing I really do respect from Mike Pollock. He does not apologize. He does not bend the knee to these people, and I'm so happy. I wish more voice actors and companies had more balls like this that don't even have to be pushed or being green or being gaslight like this ever. I'm so happy Mike Pollock is one of these people, and that's what I can respect from him. Because unlike these other people, they get like gaslighted, like, oh, I changed my mind, people. I will support the current thing.
I have Jewish family. I'm in Jewish Facebook groups. I'm seeing stuff about the Jews, and my Jewish friend sent me this Jewish video. So right now, unfortunately, while the world should be unbiased, I'm biased towards the Jews and the Jews hostage.
He needs to make a statement, even if he did. The hell is that gonna do? Exactly. It's like, he needs to make a statement, even if he doesn't need, how the hell is he gonna do? I know, exactly. What, he's gonna go enlist? I mean, we all know these people are never gonna enlist. Freaking grifters. But anything I gotta say about their, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna save that for the last part, but I got something to say.
Because that's what I see. Obviously, it should go without saying, I don't want anyone to be hostages anywhere. I don't want there to be any violence anywhere. I'd love an end to war. I can't make that happen. I'm just some guy talking into the void on Twitter here, or on X, formerly known as Twitter. But I'm not up on foreign affairs and foreign policy. I'm not an expert on that. My recently deceased cousin was. If he was there, he could have that discussion. I am not informed enough to opine on the situation as a whole, but I can opine on there are hostages that weren't home for Passover, should have been, would have loved to see them be back. The rest of the Palestinian hostages, you exist, you should be free too. But at the moment, I'm sharing the video that I got from my Jewish friend because I'm a Jewish guy.
All right, well, I'm just going to say, you're not.
Yeah, and see, this is like why I respect him. He doesn't put up with crap like this. I'm so glad that more voice actors need to be like this, because at least he's actually being honest here and he's not trying to be like grifting for anything. He just said he just wants the war to end. He just wants a peace, but whatever.
Speaking into a void. You have a very clear audience. You do have a big audience.
Thank you.
And when you have an audience like that, you just can't. Sorry, I'm exhausted, but you can't just. I mean, there's a lot of Palestinians who like you and support you as well, right?
I get that.
The truth is, you can't just pick one side like that.
Okay, so he can't pick one side, but you guys can pick the other side. You see, this is like why I don't like or support these people ever, or ever virtue signal for you people, because you're disgusting people. You guys do the same thing. You're like, well, you can't pick that side. You gotta pick our side. Go fuck yourself, man.
Right.
Okay.
You gotta take hostages. That's what I'm trying to find out.
I'm a Jew. Are the Palestinians gonna like me less if they find out I'm a Jew? Hope not. I don't like them less because they're Palestinians. But as we all live in our own little bubbles, I'm in a Jewish bubble most of the time. So I'm more familiar with the plight of the Jewish hostages. I am surrounded by Jews. And I've been a Jew all my life. So if you put we go with the red pill, blue pill analogy, I'm going to go with the pill that is most familiar, more than likely. But as the legal expression of an expressio, I can't do it in Latin, but the expression is the exclusion of, no, the expression of one is the exclusion of another. That doesn't apply here. Just because I'm expressing one, that does not mean de facto that I'm excluding the other.
Exactly. And if they can't handle that because they want him to be an activist like them. That's the thing. They want him to be exactly. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about, because they want him to be like an activist or a mouthpiece for their cause, which is so disgusting. Like, these activists need to understand that they're not, voice actors and everyone are not your mouthpiece. Let me guess. They ignored what he said that. Yes.
I'm speaking about what I know about. I'm not one to opine about stuff that I have no knowledge about. You know, people ask me questions about voiceover work. I opine about that because I know about that.
Well, I'm not trying to sound like disrespectful or anything, but I think you do have to educate yourself and look at both sides before making an informed opinion. That's just my opinion. My idea.
Wait, what did you... Okay, you know what? That's what really pisses me off about these people, about, like, when they talk about, like, situations like this, like, oh, you need to educate yourself. Okay, how much do these people even know about Palestine? How much do these people know about the religion? Or anything? They actually hate, they don't like same-sex marriage. They don't like transgenders. They don't like anything. Well, anything America stands for. I am so sick of these people use this whole, like, you need to educate yourself. Like, that's ironic coming from them, because they don't even know the religion or what Palestine believes in. Seriously, fuck these people.
You have to get going, but I really do appreciate your work. And
Thank you.
Have a great
Thanks
day.
for calling.
Oh my god. Let me see. You need to educate yourself. How about you do it? Do some research for once, you stupid bitch. Exactly.
As I said before, I wasn't expressing opinions on the conflict as a whole. I'm expressing opinions on the hostages that I expressed an opinion about. All right, let's go to our next caller. Nice and easy to pronounce. PM. Hello, you're on the air.
I will admit, I love how optimistic he is about this, because honestly, a lot of people would be like really shaken up, you know, about like all this BS, and I can't blame them for this, but I am pretty happy he's pretty optimistic. I'll give him that, because geez Louise, I know a lot of people will be stressed being gaslighted like this.
I guess you're not. Okay, let's go to Noble. No, wait, there's PM. There's not PM. Twitter Spaces, everyone. It's like Discord, but apparently worse. Let's go to Noble. No, let's go to PM. PM, are you there? Third time's the charm.
Hello,
Hi,
Mr.
here's some
Pollock.
noise.
How are you? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Mike Pollock. How are you?
I'm... Don't ask.
Yes, we're doing
Thank
what
you.
we're doing. Well, first, I don't really have a question. I just wanted to pop on and say,
I saw this part of the video. This guy is so stupid. This guy is such a waste of time. You're gonna see why. This guy is so stupid.
I admire your work, particularly, and one obvious one that you probably get asked about often. We'll leave it at that. But I actually agree with something you posted on here like a while back, because something in response to, I guess, a similar matter. I think you had said the words, "I'm an actor, not an activist," and that just kind of resonated with me. And I just wanted to say, I kind of appreciate that neutral stance, and I don't.
Okay, I don't know if it's this guy. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe PM's not that bad person. No, there was another guy that thinks he was an AI or something.
I kind of lean more towards that way, so I just wanted to say thank you for finding the words to phrase that in a way that I can relate
Thank
to.
you. People have been calling me to task on those similar words that I've said this evening, and I'll clarify. I'm not an activist in general. The occasional issue that hits close to home, I'll speak out about. But, for example, SAG-AFTRA went on strike. I could have gone to picket. I don't want to picket. I don't want to march around holding a sign. That's not my scene, Jack, as they would have said in the 50s and 60s. I'm not likely to grab an angry torch and form the angry mob that may be sitting waiting for me here in these callers. But that's just me. But if I have something that I think is a fairly innocuous and humanitarian type statement like the one that I made today, I'll make that. but then suddenly things get twisted and inferred and stuff I didn't say gets assumed. But there you go. Welcome to the Twitterverse. All right, PM, thank you so much for calling. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it wasn't PM. I apologize to PM. At least PM was actually more considerate compared to the other people, because it gets worse. It gets worse in the later ones. It's so weird.
And I look forward to hearing more of your
Thank you so much. I hope I still get to do so. But you know. Okay, for those who say I'm not usually snarky, this is me. I'm usually snarky. I'm doing it now. All right, let's see. Shall I guess is Kiravin? Pronounce your name, if you'd like.
Yeah, he explained Twitter in a nutshell. Yeah, he did it very well with this one.
Oh yeah, it's Karevan.
Karevan. I could have guessed that eventually.
Yeah.
But who has the time? Karevan, welcome. How can I help you?
Oh yeah, I was just wondering, kind of not related to you being hacked, but what's your stance on using AI voice filters?
Don't get me started. Voice filters, describe that, because I have
I think this
opinions
is the guy
on
I was talking
deepfakes
about.
and voice cloning. What do you mean by an AI filter specifically?
Yeah, well, I guess I'm mostly just drawing attention to everyone listening that what you're using now is an AI voice filter.
Okay.
This guy is the idiot I was talking about right here. I watched this video before, and oh my god, this guy is such a clown.
And so that would replicate someone's voice. You can generally get like a lot of audio from someone like Mike, who has gone out and spoken a lot publicly, and train an AI
Even
model
Mike Pollock
to be
is
able
having
to
the same
change your voice
expression I
to
have.
sound like someone else's or anyone else's voice in real time. So if you happen to hack a Twitter and start talking about something that's a hot topic right now, no matter which side you're on, then you can just kind of go live and sound like him.
Okay.
But
Well, hang on.
it's hilarious how many people are falling for it, for sure.
Okay, here, let me do a quick demonstration. Can an AI filter do this? I'm doing this voice now. And now I'm doing this other voice. And now I'm doing this other voice. Can an AI filter do that? I'm just curious.
It absolutely can.
Okay.
I that's not how AI even works. They're pre-recorded. Exactly.
Great.
Especially because we've heard Mike do that exact little routine that you've done,
Oh my
and
god.
it sounds significantly better.
Okay, now I'm doing
okay.
I'm doing
Sound like
different
right now.
voice. How is this? Is this different enough? You want to throw me a request?
It's so funny how he's doing the voices right now, and this guy is still not. It still thinks this is an AI.
Throw me a request. How can I disprove this?
No, that's the problem. You can't disprove it
Okay.
other than just
Oh my
using your own
God.
ears. And the people who are going to be fooled
Oh
by it
my
are going to
god.
be fooled by just by you talking normally. The people who know are going to know. So the best thing you can do is just bring awareness to the
Oh
fact
my
that
god,
it's-
this guy is so
you are
dumb.
using an AI voice filter
That's great,
because you have hacked Mike's account.
except I'm not. I'm not a hacker. I'm Mike. Don't know how to prove
you
that
have
to you.
You've studied up on him.
You're a
very well
conspiracy
because
theorist, Kevin.
You do, I am very much so.
Okay,
I
you
am.
demonstrate.
Dude, Caravan is. This guy is like a grandparent that they don't know shit about. Exactly. It's like this guy is the grandparents that don't know shit about. Exactly. This guy's like wearing like a freaking tinfoil hat at this point.
Trading that right now.
Almost everything.
Okay.
But I will say, you definitely have a lot of his mannerisms down,
Oh my
especially the way
God.
that you speak and the way that you write. A lot of those quips are very close to what he says, but not
freaking God.
quite the same.
No,
to people
like-
who've been keeping an eye out.
Just wow.
That's hysterical.
This is
Okay, well,
oh,
since,
this
since
is more
it's
than
impossible to prove
hysterical.
a negative, I guess we'll have to realize that at no point will the account
He is a
change
tinfoil
because the
hat.
account has not changed hands. You'll notice I'm doing the exact same thing on Facebook. I'm responding to emails that people are sending me the same way. I've answered
God.
voice calls from people here on Twitter. It's me, but you don't have to believe that. I
Jeez,
guess.
You know what?
Louise.
And I see what you're saying. A lot of my friends are listening right now, and they're telling me, Karevan, abort, it's him. And you know what? I've been wrong about many things, and I might be wrong about this, but if I'm not, then I get to say right now to everyone, I told you so. I told you so.
Okay,
Okay, how do you go from politics and BS to are you an AI? I don't know. You know what the really scary thing? This guy reminds me of one of my workers at work. I am not kidding you. He does this BS where he like asks like he would bring up like some of the weirdest questions during work hours and Holy crap. That's scary.
Earlier shared a picture. I think I've shared it publicly, but I may not. I guess I could tweet it too. I shared a picture of me at my computer with a timestamp, completely unshowered and looking crazily hideous, with a timestamp in the corner showing that I'm here. I guess we could also demonstrate that
That's something.
Yeah, go on.
That's the problem. It's someone who is intelligent enough and skilled enough to be able to do what I'm accusing you of doing.
Yes.
This
Would
guy's the
easily be
Google
able to do
click to
that.
prove
I
you're
could
not
do
an
something
AI
like that. Maybe
robot.
not as
It
fast
basically
because
is.
I'm not as talented as the people that can do this. It would take me a minute or two. But someone who's talented enough can easily get an image,
Just stop. Just
fake
stop,
or not,
Corbin. You're
of my doing almost anything that you want, except for something unrealistic, like
Oh
send me
my
a picture
God,
of you on top of a
Corbin,
mountain.
shut
If
up.
you were real, you couldn't
Just-
do that.
just
So
stop.
it doesn't work.
Okay, well, in the age of deep fakes, there's absolutely nothing I could do. I might not be real. I may never have been real. I guess we'll have to live with that.
But I appreciate the troll. You're doing amazing. I absolutely love it. Congratulations. It's
Thanks.
real or
Oh
not.
my God, just
Real or not, it's fun.
Thanks. Let's see if I can
But
keep it
you
up.
can go ahead and move.
I'll see if I can keep it up for the rest of my life, as I plan to
Oh
do.
my God.
All right.
Oh, this guy is giving me an agorism. Like, it's not even funny. Imagine how everyone else felt. No, actually, everybody commented about that too. Everyone was like, dude, this guy is such a, like, was cringe or like an epic fail. Like, oh my God, people were commenting on this Caravan guy. This guy is such an idiot.
Right, you can move on to the next.
Thank you so much for the call.
Get outta here.
Thank you
Just
so much.
Get
Bye-bye.
out.
My pleasure. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, over with.
Never a dull moment in these things.
Oh,
Noel,
yeah.
is that you? You're on the air.
Oh, my Pollock. I don't know how you deal with
am I
this.
here now?
Yeah, was that wrong? Did you not want to be here?
Oh no, I wanted to be on
Okay.
there. I just, you know, this my mic kind of messed up.
Assuming you're not a deep fake of yourself, you're on the air.
Nah, I'm not a deep fake. Not at least not yet. But
That makes two of us, as far as I know. But you know.
Yourself.
Go on. How can I help you?
first, before I say anything, I'm a big fan of you.
Thank you very much.
So let's just kind of get that. But
Hope that lasts.
kind of wanted to touch base on not the previous guy, but the guy before, when you said I'm an activist, actor, not activist. That kind of stuck with me, and I kind of wanted to would you kind of figure that kind of speech out, because now that's kind of resonating with me, because that I kind of get that, what do you call, I kind of
I mean, at least the guy isn't
home,
as
but
bad.
more like that applies to me
right?
all the time.
Sure.
Where people ask me, and I'm just always kind of on a neutral, but I'm always kind of a people's
Okay, I like how
person.
Harlow's
I
giving
kind
the
of
thumbs
want
down
to see people
on this.
happy, but I'm never a big one side over the other. You know.
Sure, it's often an older child versus younger child thing if you go back into child psychology. But generally, some people have
know,
very
he
strong
did.
opinions and desire to share them
Oh my
on
God,
every possible subject under the sun. Some, like me, tend to be
I'm
a
so
little more
flabbergasted.
stay in your lane. Other people want to be all over the road and be Wally Weaver.
Jeez.
I'm not judging. I'm also famous for not judging. You can do whatever you want, but when it comes to me, I'm not an activist for the sake of being an activist.
Exactly.
You know,
You're not a mouthpiece.
People love to say, you can't be neutral. Neutral is complicit. Great. I get that. You know why you say that? Because you're an activist. Great. Go ahead, be an activist. Pick up your picket sign, grab your torch, have a field day. You don't have to drag me along. I can sit and watch. I could silently counter protest, but what's the point of that? I could just keep my distance. I choose what I activize about. I'm in a couple of trade groups that I should be more activist-y about. There was the SAG after strike happened. I didn't pick it then. Didn't have to. Could have. Didn't. Chose not to. That's okay. I understand that today in the world of the internet, especially in the world of young folks with big opinions, there's going to be more activism.
Yeah.
When I was a
unfortunately.
kid, there was activism. There was the 60s, even before I was a kid. The 60s happened, but not everyone was expected to be an activist. It wasn't mandatory. So
Yeah.
it's okay. You don't have to
back
be.
then.
You can be. Won't stop you from being, but not everyone has to be.
Too bad 1984 was different. Oh, God.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't know.
Hope so.
I just kind of saw.
I'm
Yeah.
expressing my opinion on that. But thank you.
Yeah, just kind of saw the tweets, and I was just like, it's kind of crazy that today happening. But now I kind of speak and kind of get more of a what do you
At
call
least
it?
that guy gets a Nobel
Had-
Peace Prize.
Perspective.
Thank you. I had to figure out how to address it somehow, and this was our choice.
Yeah, I guess it's a better way to kind of
Cool.
get everyone on with it.
Thank you.
But I guess anyway,
Alright.
I guess that's just my time. Anyway, big fan again. So
Thank you so much, Noble. Thanks for being a part of it.
Thank you again.
Sure. Bye. Let's go and get that Griff, VA. See what I did there? Thank you. Griff, you're on the air.
Seeing
Now he
Caravan,
disappears.
seeing you
From,
for
if you've ever
eBay.
hosted your own space, this is so delightfully confusing. Because I guess, well, whatever connectivity issues folks are having, they appear, then they disappear. Going once, going twice.
Like I said, I love how
Third time's the
I
charm.
really
3
love
strikes
how
you're out. Come back later if you'd
my
like
Pollock
to.
is. Like,
Apparently,
he really
we now
does be
have
spontaneous about it.
LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen. Bronny, how are you?
That is so.
Hey,
like-
what's up?
How are you?
Okay, Donnie, the thing you post on Discord is exactly how I see that guy. He is like L. He is like L. Oh my god. Dude, that is like a perfect description of him.
Thanks for joining us.
I'm doing good, huh? I just wanted to let you know I'm a big fan.
Thank you kindly.
I mean, I don't really have a stance on the situation. I'm not that informed on all this. But,
That's cool.
I like how they got even
Yeah,
LeBron
I really
James. That's
didn't
pretty
need to be
funny.
on here, to be honest. You can just remove me. I
Okay.
did not mean to request.
Okay, thanks for the call. Come back next space. I don't know what that means. And let's move on to Sonic
Oh, I
Eraser.
will.
Oh, the irony.
I will.
Hello, Sonic Eraser. You're on the air. I see you haven't disappeared yet. That's a good thing. I heard a beep. Is it a good beep or a bad beep? There's some noise. Hello, Sonic Eraser. How are you?
I got a question.
That's why we're here.
Do you think that the
God, this guy's mic quality is so
The
bad. I
IDF,
thought mine
like
was
the
bad.
Israeli government, is to blame for the genocide? And I think, like, honestly, should there be a peace treaty among Palestine and Israel?
Okay. I don't know who's at fault. It's been going on for so long. And again, don't really have an opinion on that part. But boy, peace would be great. Back in the 70s, 80s, 70s, I think, there was Egypt-Israel Accords, which was great. There was
Okay, I'll give it to credit to Sonic Eraser. At least he's not being such a jerk about this. At least he's actually being very, very mature about it, at least. Thank goodness.
peace treaty there. Yeah, peace treaties would be great among so many enemies. Not just, for example, in some popular video games you may have heard of. But sure, the more people that could make peace, the better. People, especially these days, love to fight. They love to hate. They love to hate people
Yeah,
they
that is
disagree
true.
with.
At least he is not
God-
Caravan. Oh,
God forbid you actually
God.
disagree with someone and still talk to them and be friendly with
Oh,
them.
boy.
That can't happen today. Used to happen in my day. But yeah, more people should make peace and negotiate with each other.
Exactly.
Just in general in all of life. So yeah, I'm not an expert on these matters. Again, my cousin, who's now deceased, was he an expert on Middle East affairs. He could have some solutions. But again, I'm sure he's been working on solutions when he was alive. Too late now. But I don't know if anyone has a solution. I've yet to see one yet that works, apparently. But boy, that would be a great thing to see.
Exactly. It would.
Okay, that's all I have.
All right. Thank you. Best of luck to us all. Thanks for the call. If anyone remembers Larry King, I may lapse into Larry King periodically as I go, Yuri, you're on the air. Hello. Oh, look, I sounded like Eggman just now.
Yeah.
Hello, Yuri, are you there? There's a noise.
Okay. You gotta say something.
I'm here to give my official opinion on the stance of the matter.
Great.
Ladies and
Here it
gentlemen,
comes. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
all right. I can do the Eggman voice. I can see you're a loving fan. Give me a request.
No. We're trying to keep
God.
things relevant. So if you
Yuri,
got
come
nothing
on, quit
relevant,
wasting
I gotta
time.
let you go.
This is relevant. I'm Mike Pollock. I'm giving it a what is this? I don't. Is this?
Okay, okay. Can I say something right here? Why are the all Sonic fans like this? No, seriously. Like, why am I like? I feel like I'm the only sane Sonic fan here, and why everyone is doing some of the weirdest, crazy, outlandish crap. Oh my freaking god! Man, it's like everybody's wearing like a tinfoil hat these days.
Is this Discord?
Well, if it was,
Jeez.
what's Mike Pollock's typical Discord response? Here's a hint. I mentioned it earlier.
Don't hurt me.
Now,
God.
the answer would be Discord, everyone. Discord. All right, Yuri. Thank you so much. Thanks for the call.
I love you, Dr. Eggman.
Thanks.
Being cool.
I'll tell him. Thank you. All right. We now have Helix degrees Fahrenheit. I guess that is. Helix, are you there? Let's wait for the sound to happen. That's how this
This is
works.
a Twitter
Nap
call. This is a
disappears.
circus. It is. Oh no!
10
if you thought
second
this
rule,
was bad,
10.
oh no! If you thought this was bad, you have not seen the previous call. What he did with the I don't know if this is the previous call from like the other day. So there was like another call he did where that same call with that same call he did with that stupid the mania speeding. The one before those people, it was worse. It was a whole lot worse, and you will be drained. You can watch that on your own time if you want, but I'm not showing that. You could go watch it. It's so bad.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm just trying to save you
1.
because
Can you
like,
tell
let me
you used to
tell
work in radio?
It's worse.
I can. Helix, you're back. Because restart the clock. 10, 9,
Oh,
8,
I will.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, if you want to try again, come on back, Helix. Thank you so much. It appears to be Dub Z up next. Dub Z, are you there? Again, Dub Z disappears.
Hey, no,
Oh,
no,
great,
no,
you're
I'm
back.
here.
Welcome. You're not even showing up now. This is a great service, ain't it? How can I help you, Dub Z?
How's it going?
Don't ask.
First off, I just want to say, you know, I am a big fan of yours,
Thank you
Mike.
very much.
I've been, you know, hearing your voice in Sonic Colors on the Wii, so it's kind of cathartic to talk to you right
Thank
now.
you.
But I just want to get to the point here.
Please.
You know, man, when I see, you know, when I just got on Twitter today, and I see all this, you know, controversy and everything happening with you, it really just came to a shock. You know, and personally, I haven't really looked into the whole Palestine thing that's going on right now. Not really a huge news guy myself, but what I did want to say is that, you know, you have a massive platform. You know, it reaches out to a lot of thousands of fans, and you know, seeing the responses that you're making just, you know, rubbed me the wrong way. I get it, you know, you're expressing your opinion, but from what I've seen, I think the best way to handle controversies like this is to just, you know, not, you know, respond to so many people, because, you know, it kind of made everybody just freak out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you just made the post and left it alone, I feel like maybe it would have gone a little better, you know. And
Honestly, to the fair degree, I do agree with this. He did have he did respond to a lot of people, but other than that, I do agree with this. But honestly, I'm kind of glad my Pollock is taking a stand and not like letting these people bully him. So honestly, I think Dubsy is kind of smart about what he thinks on that one. So I agree.
not have this whole eruption, you know, oh, he was hacking. Well, I mean, people probably still think you were hacked, you know,
Right.
but like, I think the situation could have just been handled better. You are free to, this is a free app, you are free to express every opinion that you want.
Understood.
But from things I've seen, you know, handling controversy can be done in a much better way than I think that you handled it. But again, you know, can't change the past and stuff like that. But I just wanted to say that, it might have scared a lot of people. I know it kind of scared me what was going on.
Well, I'm here to solicit feedback, and I'm not going to shut down all the feedback. But as we've discussed, people can disagree and hopefully still be cordial to one another. I am an entertainer. I find comedy where others won't find comedy, even if I see the comedy and can't make you see the comedy. I get that. Comedy is very subjective. But I especially, when backed into a corner and have to defend myself, not unlike many Jews I know, I resort to self-deprecating humor. I resort to bad puns. I resort to snappy answers. There was a feature in Mad Magazine years ago, snappy answers to stupid questions. And it was just all sarcasm. And I default to snark. I default to sarcasm. Unfortunately, seeing it in print is different than hearing me say it in person, because just like with acting, you lose the line delivery, you lose the emotion behind it. So it can definitely be misinterpreted. That's a risk I'm always taking. That's a risk I've taken again here. But when I made the post, the first handful of responses were not surprisingly Free Palestine. And as the Jew that I am, seeing Free Palestine, we Jews tend to read anti-Semitism in many of those, because it's kind of, if it's not one thing, it's another. So
it's understandable, because if you see like what these people have done, honestly, especially in the school campuses lately, they are a bit of anti-Semitic. I don't care what these people, I don't care about that side. And honestly, Mike Pollock has a right to feel that way, especially considering how crazy they are, especially that stupid lady, freaking Haley Hayes, or whatever her name is, freaking loser.
Folks that say Free Palestine have a tendency to also have some anti-Semitic feelings. So that got me a little worked up. And then with each individual challenge, I chose, wisely or not, to respond in my typical snarky way. I guess I can apologize, but again, it's going to be one of those, I'm sorry you feel that way type of apologies. I'm sorry that what I said got misunderstood. Wasn't my intention, but I guess perception is reality. So sure, could I turn off the snark? If I had to, yes. Do I want to? No. Should you ever trust people who ask themselves their own questions? No. But that's a matter for another time. See? Just got snarky there. So, yes.
Yeah, I think that's the end of it. So, anyway, before I end the stream right here, because I'm probably going to end the stream in a little bit, but this is what I have to say about this. And the reason why there's so many people doing this pro nonsense and people are being sellouts to this, I mostly blame big YouTubers. Big YouTubers are the biggest bad influences to modern day, and I want to show you a good example, like right here, the Sonic Show. Because this person right here is disgusting, and I don't like these big YouTubers right here.
You want the
I gotta skip this.
You can't handle it.
If you wanna be the best.
Is just
wow. Slow news day yesterday?
Quite the opposite, Roger, because last night, Eggman's longtime voice actor, Mike Pollock, got himself in a bit of hot water, making posts that kept escalating in weirdness, to the point where everyone was convinced that his account was hacked, as there's no way this could be coming from the real Mike Pollock. Like, he's making tweets such as this and this. So you can see the initial confusion. However, it escalated when fans kept doubling down on this, despite being provided proof of authenticity through separate social media pages, as well as even voice calls and messages. It kept trending upwards and escalating to the point where he made a Twitter space to clear up anything he said and to conversate/debate the audience on his viewpoints. Now, I want to be clear. While I and many of you watching this will certainly have our own opinion on the matter, I do want to let Mike and these fans who've come to debate speak for themselves, as it's only fair to all parties. But also, as a mature person, you can come to your own
You're not mature. And I'm gonna tell you something about you, Sonic Show, because you're not a mature person. Not at all, one bit. Because I got something to say to you in a bit.
conclusions on the topic, because at the end of the day, the focus of this is Mike and his conversations he hosted on the topic. Plus, I was even able to call in live to debate and ask my question, which I think kind of threw him for a loop, as well as the very end section of the Twitter space, which was one of the few times someone gave an actually super good and really well articulated rebuttal, to which in response, Mike coincidentally disconnected, only to not bother restarting or trying to reconnect. Which, to be fair to everyone here, Mike's clarified this many times on Twitter, saying it was a technical issue, and it was totally not him enabling airplane mode, because he was getting, frankly, kind of owned by this fan's wife. Granted, Twitter is broken and spaces break all the time, so I'll give him some wiggle room for plausible deniability. Now for disclosure, and to be brutally and completely honest, some of these calls and questions were absolutely downright awful and painfully cringe to listen to.
Yeah, you could watch it on this video if you want, Donnie, because that's the one I was talking about before the events happened, because it is so bad.
Freaky hyper mako solar comic waiter.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you play Fortnite?
I'm not a gamer, no.
So there are a couple completely irrelevant ones that I will be trimming down or removing downright. Most significantly, the guy who kept doing a Shadow impression for 5 minutes, while even Mike was struggling to keep consciousness.
Sebastian, are you there? Can you hear me? Can I hear you?
Hello, Mike. It's been quite a while.
But besides the gaps of silence, would dare to cover this in my opinion, and sub so you don't miss opinion.
All right, so please be patient. I've never done one of these space things before and only sat in on them as an observer. So let's see how this works. I'll start with a bit of an opening statement, if I may. Didn't make any real notes, so we'll see how this works from top of mind. I'll start by saying, quoting the last words of Daniel Pearl,
obliterated him. And I mean, the 5 minute...
Okay, right here. So, this is what I
I
wanted
am
to say.
not hacked.
That's crazy, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, are you sure you don't play Fortnite?
No, I'm sure, but I am sure that I'll be moving on to our next caller.
All leading up to the final caller that just Exodia obliterated him. And I mean, the 5 minute clip of just her part alone got over 1,000 likes in just a few hours over the course of the middle of the night, like 3 a.m. So I think universally everyone I've seen kind of agrees with what she was saying. So
No. Just no. I want to say something to you, Sonic, the Sonic Show. You're shit. You're an asshole. Wait, isn't this who I think he is? Yes. I hate this guy for a lot of reasons, because he's such a larper. He's trying to trying to agree with the popular opinion. Oh, by the way, for the record, he changed his title to the video saying that Mike Pollock is insane, and he tried to hide it. And people were calling him out on this. I even commented on it. Just want to say your video is bad. I don't like your take at all. Yeah, throw this raccoon in the trash and burn. Exactly. This guy is just selling out to Palestine, and I'm gonna tell you something right here. Before you think that, like, oh, I'm being so mature. You're not mature, Sonic Show. You threw this man, making him look like he was insane. But for the record, that makes me so mad. People called him out on this. I don't get this outrage. He's Jewish. Nobody on either side wants the conflict. He just wants the the captives freed. How is this bad? How did they all turn tail and start thinking all the Jewish people are evil now? Yet they still call people Nazis. Exactly. And it's so stupid, because there are even people called him out on this. Because he even doubles down. Sonic Show gets called out. It's not even funny. Because I'm gonna say something before I end the stream, because I will say something before I end this stream. Because I gotta find it, because this is ridiculous. I hate Sonic Show. Sonic Show is a piece of shit. Because all that ever he wanted was just peace. Because he got called out for it, because his old title said, like, oh, Mike Pollock is insane or some BS like that or something, but he did change his title apparently. There is one, and I saw it too today before I close this, because it is so stupid what he does. He tries to double down on this. If I can find it, because it is so bad. So yeah, right here. To clarify, I don't think everything he said was insane. It's partly just good. It was just a good title. However, there were thousands of definitely things he said are insane. So I don't agree with at all, such as He's only once online, one side free, which is BS. Actually, he never said that. He wanted both sides, but whatever. And also, he equate to manipulate phrases, but being hateful. And he had pushed back from the callers, and was also a couple of things at last call at the last very end. It's disgusting. Wow, he can't even pin his own comment. I know, because he thinks no one's gonna see this. So you're concerned about the clicks and the potential ruining someone's life? It's disgusting. And he did it again. I know he did this again because like he tries to fight with his followers on this because Sonic Show is trash. I don't like these people. I don't like these people because this is the kind of stuff they endorse about having a certain opinion. Let me find it because I know he commented and it was so bad. It made him look bad too. Okay, why are you injecting politics to this channel? He has a different opinion. You and Twitter are doing Marxism. Fighting with his followers, what possibly could go wrong? Exactly. It's news. If you don't like it, tell that to my Pollock, not me. You're the one who is participating. He gave an opinion, then to him, the whole of the haters starting attacking him on the very uncontroversial topic. All he did is said he wanted was Cactus freed, and you're trying to ruin his career. This is why I don't like this dude. And he tries to double down, trying to act like it's not political and everything. And these people are horrible. Like, I can't express how much I can't stand these people. Because they try to act like they're good people when actually they're not. This is why I'm not a sellout. This is why I don't take no sides on this. And I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video. I don't take no sides on any of this. I don't care for Israel. I don't care for Palestine. But let me see, where is it? Okay, it's not here. Oh, man, I need to cut and find it because it is so stupid. There was another thing he said that was so dumb, but yeah, find with your followers. What could go wrong exactly? And it's so dumb. This whole video, like, he participates in there because it's clouds and it's the popular opinion, so I gotta agree with it. And these people do not realize the damage they're doing in real life. Politics are political. Exactly. So disgusting. I hate this guy. Sonic Show is so gross. Okay, this is the one I wanted to talk about. You can definitely tell Sonic Show watches Hassan. Bro, I didn't give it a rest. You literally called him insane in your title. Yeah, by the way, this guy caught that. You also specifically on your thumbnail, yes, it's bad. So how are you saying he wants hostage free bad? This is what I'm talking about. Sonic Show is disgusting. He's like every disgusting human being, like, that gets in our medium and they try to act like good people when they're not. It's activism that is so bad. But with that being said, with all the stuff that's been happening in real life, this is the kind of stuff they're endorsing. With all this that's going on here, they try to act like good people, discarding our country. This is the damage they're doing in real life right now, when they freaking condone this kind of stuff. It's so disgusting. The model's a raccoon. It makes sense. Everything he does is trash. I know. It's disgusting. And this is what's happening in our country right now. And these are the same people that won't fight the war. They won't fight for anything. They act like they're good people. This is so disgusting. Like, I can't express this enough, like how much I can't stand grifters. I can't stand these LARPers. So, I want to say something to Mike Pollock. Before I start that, I want to say this to Haley Hayes and your... Let me show you about his boyfriend. Oh my god, her boyfriend. This is what his boyfriend looks like, by the way. Not boyfriend, the wife. That guy who was that Spinamania guy. That's what he looks like. This country won't last, I know. America is the country of the freedom of this country. Exactly. This is what the guy looks like. Looks like a cuck. Fuck this guy. And fuck you, Haley Hayes. I hope you both get enlisted, and you too, Sonic Show, because you endorse this kind of behavior. To all the people who support Palestine and all this nonsense, I hope the government has balls to enlist every one of you guys. This is so ridiculous that you have to bring our community, our Sonic community, and have them use politics to push for this. It looks like a Wojak meme. He really does. But yeah, I just want to say this to Mike Pollock. If you're watching Mike Pollock, don't ever apologize. Don't bend the knee to these people. They're not your fans. They're all disgusting activists that won't fight the war. They're all disgusting fake people. Horrible people. Even though I don't take no sides of this war, I just want to make this very clear. The only reason I made this is to call it the double standards. And these people are gross. Screw you people. Screw you to hell. I hope you guys get enlisted. I hope you, Haley Hayes, I hope you regret everything. You're such trash. But anyway, before I end this, I'm gonna have Sour Grapes, aka Sawa, talk about politics and why we should keep politics out of our medium.
This is gonna be a rant. Take it as you want. It's okay. I'm someone that's been around a lot of politics and political YouTubers and political punditry and all this shit. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Anime is better than politics. Anime touches more people than politics ever will. Because politics is a necessary evil. And the only people that talk about politics are usually people that don't have their shit all together. Have you noticed that? A lot of these political pundits on all sides have shitty home lives. Think about it. Look at their family. Look at their budgeting. Look at how they live their lives. And then go on and tell you that your hobbies are ruining yours. That they're sinful. That they're terrible. And then these motherfuckers go off and do shitty things with their own lives. Again, politics is a necessary evil. Politics is about the acquisition of power. Period.
Exactly.
Plain. That's what it is. Anybody with the most power gets the most shit done. Doesn't matter how you get it. I mean, might makes right, or we can sit down and have kumbaya and talk to people and debate and vote. Well, yeah, you sit around and you look at these people and you go, are these people really, people I should idolize? No. Do they ever tell you to not idolize them? Not really. They like it. They like the attention. They like the idea of being somebody's, like, fucking, I guess, Oshi? Yeah.
I love her laugh.
Steven Crowder, all these fucking people, Destiny. They love it. And they bloviate. I call it political fappery. They just fap about politics all day. And what does it get them? Money? Grifters all around? I don't know if it's technically grifting because they are providing a service. But that service is, I think Thomas Sowell said it best. When it's like, you're providing ideas. You're thinkers. But you're not providing necessarily a service that anybody else hasn't already come up with. You're not a plumber. You're not a shoemaker. You're not like a pizza parlor man. You're not a muffin man.
Oh my
You're
God.
not making something.
I
You're
hope
just
Sour Grapes could become some
presenting
voice
an
actress.
idea.
I hope
And you
she...
can do it. I will never be that person to be like, hey, don't do what you want to do while you're here on the internet when it comes to politics and bullshit like that. But all I say is, you're going to stare into the abyss, and it's going to stare back. And then you're going to wonder, did I just waste my time? Short answer is yes.
Oh my God. And that's about it.
The only thing lower than a politician is a voice actor. Ain't that truth? Ain't that truth?
Oh my God. But yeah, watch what people in the comments not watch and say, you're taking sides. Exactly. Exactly. Lamau. Exactly. And this is what happens when you get politics into our medium. You get people like grifters, like Sonic Show. You get people like that stupid Spinomania Nimrods. And they influence these people. Even lower than the voice actor is a localizer. Exactly. And I've been saying this for a while. This is why I don't talk about too much about politics. Yeah, sometimes I bring it up, but like, it's not my political view or nothing. I just call out facts the way it is. But it's exactly what she says. Because you get these nimrods that get into our media, especially when it comes to Nintendo, Sega, everything. And they try to push their stupid ideas, and then everybody starts to think exactly like that. And this is why you get this stupid activism and all this dumb crap and all this propaganda nonsense. Because it's these people's fault. But anyway, I think I've already made my point clear. I know that I'm sorry that I had to make this video. Like I said, I take no sides. The only time to bring up politics is to shit on it. Exactly! Thank you! Thank you! Oh my god. But yeah, with that being said, I think it's time we play games. I'll see you guys later in a little bit. Bye!